Hi, friends. It's Ellen Goldman here on Wellness Wednesday. And today I want to talk to you about sleep. If you have been struggling to get good quality sleep during the last couple of weeks or months or so due to this COVID-19 crisis, you are not alone. I am hearing from the LNG coaching community that sleep has really become a problem. So many people are struggling to fall asleep and to stay asleep. And it makes sense. In the best of times, stress, anxiety, and worry are going to disturb our sleep patterns. And we are now experiencing stress and worry to an extent that for many of us, for most of us, it's totally unprecedented. We've never dealt with so many different worries and stresses at the same time. We're worried about our health and the health of our loved ones. We're worried about our finances, our job security, our children in school. I mean, it is a lot. It's a lot to handle. And very often, those worries and fears and concerns come out at night. And they really take a toll on our ability to fall asleep and stay asleep. So if you're confused about this, if you're worried about not getting enough sleep, which we need right now, we need our sleep to keep our immune systems healthy, and if we are ill, to recover and recuperate, um, there's got to be some things that we can do, and there are. We don't need to necessarily go rushing off to our doctors asking for sleeping pills. It's probably not that you need a new mattress. It may just be some things that are actually going on during the day that can be tweaked and adjusted in order for you to get a better night's sleep. And that's what I want to share with you today. And the first thing to take a look at is, what is that routine? Do you have a regular routine to your day, or has that completely fallen from the wayside? And that makes sense. I mean, what we knew as norm before is no longer normal. However, our bodies need to know, this is when I wake and this is when I go to sleep. And the best way to do that is to try and get back to a schedule of a fairly regular bedtime and wake up time. If you've gotten away from setting your alarm, if you've kind of just staying in bed until your body just is awake enough to get out, or staying up all night watching Netflix until you're kind of numb to thinking, that's probably the first place to start tweaking your habits. And that's what we really need to do. We actually need to create a new healthy lifestyle habit for this new norm that feels anything but normal. So begin by thinking about, how can I build a normal day? What time should I get up to get to my desk? If you're working from home now, different than what it used to be, but you used to say start your day at 9 o'clock, well, it might be a good idea to get back to that, starting that work day at 9 o'clock. Or if up getting kids ready for school and you're doing homeschooling now, same thing. Get an alarm set, get up, start your day at a pretty normal hour. If you are tempted, which many of us are, to stay in our PJs, I mean, really, who's seeing us? But that too, does not signal to your body that here's my waking hours, here's my working hours, and here's my unwinding hours. So I would highly suggest that once that alarm goes off, get up and create a morning routine that includes getting dressed, shower, get dressed, maybe even put on a little bit of makeup, at least comb your hair. Make it the start of a day. Mealtime, see if you can get regular again. Breakfast, lunch, dinner at a fairly regular hour. Okay, on Saturday, if you want to tweak that a little bit, that's okay. But on a day-to-day basis, create a schedule and a routine for yourself that includes the alarm setting, getting dressed, and having a structure to that day. Try and include setting intentions of what you're going to accomplish. Look, it's hard to focus. I get it. It's hard for me too. There are plenty of days where I find my mind drifting and I'm having a hard time getting back to focusing on what I want to get done. But if you start your day by choosing one, two, maybe three things that you set the intention to do, the chances of getting them done will be greater. But even more important, when you get into bed at night, you're going to feel accomplished. That too will help with good quality sleep. In the course of that day, try your best to get outside. It is so important for us to get some fresh air, get some sunshine on us, and if you can incorporate that with doing some exercise, even better. Walk the dog if you have one, go for a jog, take the bike and ride it around the block a couple of times. These are still things that we can do keeping social distancing. Not only will the fresh air and the exercise make you feel better, it will help you sleep better. So, weather permitting, get out there. If you find that you have been kind of dragging through your day, feeling that fatigue and wanting to nap, that's normal. Recognize that the emotional stress, the upheaval in our routine, it is draining. And so you probably will be feeling more tired, which is even more the reason why we've got to assure we get a good night's sleep. And I'm not saying don't nap, but have it be a controlled nap. If you really feel that you must lie down or take a rest towards the middle of the afternoon, take a power nap, but make it controlled to a maximum of 30 minutes, preferably 20 minutes. And I'm talking about set that alarm on your phone to wake you before you go into that deep REM sleep, which is going to then have you feeling sluggish when you do get up, but also it's going to impact your evening rest. You're not going to sleep well at night if you're taking 2 or 3 hour naps in the afternoon. So please, if you feel fatigued, that's okay. Power naps are great. Just make sure that they're timed. You also might want to take a look at what's going on with your nutrition. In the afternoons in particular, try your best to minimize or even eliminate caffeine and sugar. Both of them will rev up your system and impact your sleep in the evening. And along with that, take a look at your alcohol consumption. Now, I know a glass of wine or a drink is relaxing, and for many people, it is a way to calm yourself. However, recognize that too can be impacting your sleep. You'll find that a glass of wine or a drink might actually help you fall asleep faster, but it does have a rebound impact, which will wake you up, and then you're going to have even more difficulty. So, by all means, try and minimize that as well. Lastly, in terms of your daytime winding down into the night routine, do not watch the evening news. I can't stress this enough. Now, I am not telling you to not be informed. You do want to be informed, and so I recommend get your news in the morning. Whatever way, whether you want to, read online magazines and newspapers, whether you want to watch it on TV, or whether you get the old-fashioned print newspaper, that's okay. Get your news, be informed. But the last thing you want to do before you go to sleep at night is watch the evening news. There's not a lot of cheerful stuff out there, and you're going to just fuel your anxiety and your stress, making it more difficult to fall asleep, and if you wake in the middle of the night, more difficult to fall back asleep. So that's kind of how you can reshape what's going on during the course of the day to hopefully help yourself get better sleep when you do get into bed at night. But if you're still having difficulty falling asleep, there's some other things that you can try as well. For some, just some deep breathing, some mindful meditation, even creating a soothing mantra that you repeat to yourself a few times over and over again while you're doing that slow, controlled breathing will help you drift off. Count your blessings. Um, Even possibly listen to quiet music. Whatever calms you down will help you fall asleep at night. And then if you do wake in the middle of the night, whatever you do, don't look at the clock. Don't reach for your phone. Don't turn the TV on or turn the lights on. All of those things are going to wake up your brain instead of telling you it's time to go back to sleep. Waking in the middle of the night is normal. We all do it. Some of us are just more aware of it than others. Some of us wake more frequently than others. But waking is normal. So don't stress over the fact that you woke up in the middle of the night. Just relax, deep breathe, and allow yourself to go back to sleep. So I really hope that that helps you, and don't expect miracles. It's not going to change in one day. Just get back into those good, healthy daytime habits. Tweak your evening routine a little bit. Give it a few days and see what happens. If you're still struggling, reach out for me. Email me. I'm happy to set up a complimentary consult. We can talk about your unique situation and see if we can find more ways to help you set your day up correctly so that your nighttime sleep is going to be better. But if even that doesn't help, if you're still struggling both during the day and the night to regulate and manage the stress and the anxiety, please reach out for your healthcare provider. There are a ton of support systems out there, and we need to get through this. We will get through this, but we want to get through it the best that we can so that when we come through to the other side, which I know we're going to, we don't know when that's going to be, but it will be. Life is going to go back to a more normalized routine, but we want to do it as healthy and as well as we can. So I wish you and your family good health. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, and get a good night's sleep tonight. Bye for now. Thanks for listening in, and I will see you again next Wednesday.